Good morning, class. I hope that you already viewed our lecture videos for resultant of parallel force system and moment of a force. Today, I will be discussing more examples so that you would better understand our topics. Proceed agad tayo. So first, we have an example for resultant of concurrent force system. It is said here that for the vectors v1 and v2 shown in the figure, determine the magnitude s of their vector sum s equals v1 plus v2 and determine the angle between s and the positive axis. So what you need to take note here is that yung vector sum ng ating forces, it just means you need to find for the resultant force ng ating force system. So, meron kang V1, itong force na to, tapos meron ka ring V2, itong force na to. Therefore, kailangan mo lang hanapin yung resultant force ng force system na yan. So, what we can do is that, ano ba yung una nating topic? Nasulatan. Ano yung una nating topic? That was parallelogram method, right? So, pwede nating parallelogram method to. Ang mangyayari is, first, you need to copy. So, yung vector 1, i-copy mo. Tapos, i-copy mo lang yung vector 2. And then, yung resultant force natin, again, is the diagonal of our parallelogram. Diba, parallelogram na yan. Yung resultant natin is the diagonal of our parallelogram. So, this would be our resultant. Tapos, pwede tayong mag-analyze ng either yung triangle sa taas or yung triangle sa baba. Pero yung analyze ko dito is yung triangle sa baba. So, kapag i-zoom in natin yan, or i-separate natin yung isang triangle na nasa baba, it will look something like this. Tapos, ito na yung ating resultant. Ito yung ating hinahanap. Tapos, ito is yung vector 2 mo na 3 units. And then ito yung kinopy mo na vector 1 which is 4 units. Diba kapag nag-analyze tayo ng triangle, kailangan natin ng angle. So, may angle ba tayo? Meron. Pero, yung given natin na angle is dito lang. And that is itong maliit na to. This is 30 degrees. So, pwede ba natin masolve yan? Hindi, di ba? Then, kagaya sa lesson natin last time, do you agree na kapag 30 to, ito rin is 30. Therefore, ito rin is 30. And then, this force and this force are parallel. So, pag parallel, anong meron sa parallel force? Meron silang same na slope. Meaning, kung anong slope with the horizontal ng force na to, yun rin yung slope ng force na to. So, since ano ba yung slope niya dito? Itong 45, di ba? With the horizontal. Horizontal yung ating x-axis. So, ito rin is 45 degrees. So, meron ka rito 45 degrees. So, based from that given, pwede na nating mahanap yung ating force dito. So, ilan yan? Let's say, ay force, angle pala. Let's name it angle beta. Yung pag-solve mo sa beta would be, ilan ba yung angle ng straight line? Diba, 180 degrees. Straight line yan ha. Pangit lang pagka-drawing ko, pero straight line yan dapat. So, that would be 180 minus 30 minus 45. So, your beta should be 105 degrees. So, may angle ka na. Tapos, may dalawang sides ka. Tsaka yung hinahanap mo na resultant, anong pwede natin gamitin? Pwede tayong mag-cosine law. Yung cosine law is in the form c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of, yung gagamitin natin na angle dito is yung angle na opposite ng c. Let's call it c degrees. Wait lang class ha. So yung c natin, since yung meron lang tayong angle sa loob ng triangle is yung beta, right, na 105 degrees. Therefore, yung c natin na ito should be the resultant. Kasi yung resultant natin, yun yung opposite na side ng ating angle na 105. So, meron kang 105. Then, para matanggal yung square, square root mo sa kabila. Yung a is 1 side, 3 squared plus 4 squared minus 2 times 3 times 4 cosine of, ano yung opposite na angle ng resultant? That is 105 degrees. Square root mo yan, yung makukuha mong resultant is, you input it in the calculator. Makukuha mo is 5.587 units. Therefore, yung answer natin, that would be our final answer sa letter A. This is 5.587 units. Bakit units? Kasi yung given mo na force is in units also. Ngayon, hanapin raw natin yung angle between S, or yung S na yan, ito yung ating resultant, and the positive axis. Based sa previous discussions natin, pakiscan na lang ako ng materials natin. Yung formula ng ating angle of the resultant between the x-axis is ry over rx. Pero, one way we can approach this is, ano lang yung pwede natin gawin? Diba, ito yung resultant natin. Ito yung x-axis natin. Ibahin ko yung color. Ito yung x-axis. Therefore, anong angle raw to? Anong angle na minimake niya with the x-axis? Let's call it theta. Pwede nating i-sin law, right? Pwede natin siyang i-sin law. So, since may r ka na, yung r mo is 5.587 over sine of, anong opposite niya na angle? Yung 105 is equal to, kailangan natin yung angle na theta. So, ano yung opposite na side niya? That is 4. 4 over sine of, yung opposite na angle ng 4 is theta plus 30. So, kapag ganito na yung missing mo is nasa baba, or yung hinahanap mong value is nasa baba, kapag i-input mo yan sa calculator, medyo matagal siya. So, what you can do is itaas mo yung iyong missing value. So, pwede mo tong gawin na ganito. Is sine of theta plus 30 over 4. Yung masasolve mong theta is 13.75 degrees, and that would be our answer for letter B. So this is 13.75 degrees. Example 2, resultant of concurrent force system pa rin. We have daw two forces. Then we need to combine the two forces, P and T, which act on the fixed structure at B, into a single equivalent force R. Ano yung single equivalent force R natin? Diba? That is our resultant. Yung single equivalent force R, this is our resultant. Kailangan lang nating hanapin yung ating resultant. Pwede ba tayong mag-parallelogram law? Medyo mahirap, di ba? Medyo mahirap siya i-analyze paano siya i-copy. So what we can do is to approach it using components method. Tapos, meron na tayong force na P and force na T. Yung force P natin, meron siyang X component tsaka Y component. Yung force T rin natin, meron siyang X component tsaka Y component. Yung force P natin, meron ba siyang Y component? Since nakapoint lang siya sa horizontal, saktong nakapoint siya sa horizontal, wala siyang Y. Therefore, yung ating 800 pounds, yan na yung ating X component. And then yung TX, may angle ba tayo for the 600? Diba yung angle niya is dapat ito? Kaso, wala tayong values. But, we can get the value of that based on our figure. Pero, kailangan muna natin yung side na to, tsaka yung side na to. Para makuha yan, tingnan nyo yung structure. You have 6 inches, and then you have 60 degrees. Ano yung pwede natin gamitin? Pwede tayong mag-SOHCAHTOA because this is a right triangle. So, paano natin makuha itong, let's name this Y. Tapos ito ay X. Meron tayo? May hypotenuse, may angle. Tapos yung Y, what is that? The opposite. So, yung pwede natin gamitin is SO. That is, sine of 60 is equal to opposite na Y over hypotenuse na 6. So, your Y would be 6 sine of 60, or that would be equal to paki-follow na lang with your calculators para maka-follow kayo sa example. That is 3 square root of 3. Tapos, yung X naman natin, kapag ginamitan natin ng SOHCAHTOA, this is, yung X natin is the adjacent. Tapos, meron kang hypotenuse and angle, you can use CA. So, that would be cosine of 60 equals adjacent na X over hypotenuse na 6. Your X would be 6 cosine 60 or 3. So, meron na tayong bigger triangle. Nakikita nyo ba tong bigger triangle? Markahan ko. Ito. Yung bigger triangle na yan, dyan natin kukunin ang iyong angle A. So, yung angle A mo, meron ka na namang triangle, right? Ito yung bigger triangle mo. This will be your angle A. And then ano yung to? This is 3 square root of 3. Tapos ito is 3 plus 3 or 6. Ano yung pwede natin gawin? Pwede tayo ano ba to? Opposite ng ating angle. Tapos ito is adjacent. From our SOHCAHTOA, we can use TOA. Or that would be tan of yung angle mo is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, makukuha mo yung angle, tan alpha. Opposite mo is 3 square root of 3 over 6. Para makuha mo yung alpha, ilipat mo sa kabila yung tan. Kapag nilipat mo sa kabila, maging tan inverse of 3 square root of 3 over 6. And that would be, pakifollow sa calculator para kahit online is makafollow kayo. That is 40.89 degrees. So, pwede na nating makuha yung ating x component tsaka y component ng force T. Kasi may angle na tayo. So, our Tx would be, ano ba yung nakadikit sa angle na to? Diba yung x? So, pwede tayong gumamit agad ng cos. That would be 600 cosine of 40.89. 453.58 pounds. Kasi pound yung given na unit. Tapos yung Ty maging 600 sine of 40.89. That is 392.77 pounds. Paano ba tayo kumukuha ng resultant? Again, recall our concepts. Paano kinukuha yung resultant? Resultant, yung formula niya is square root of rx squared plus ry squared. Wherein yung ating rx is summation ng ating mga x components. Tapos yung ry is summation ng ating mga y components. So, pwede mo tong gawin na rx mo is, you have the x component of P that is 800 pounds. And then, anong sign dapat ng ating rx na 800 pounds? Tingnan nyo ating force P. Saan ba siya nakapoint? To the right. And if to the right, that should be positive 800 pounds. Meron din tayong x component ng force T, which is 453.58. Pero saan ba nakapoint yung ating force T? To the left. So kapag to the left, that should be negative. So we have negative 453.58 pounds. Your Rx would be 346.42 pounds. Tapos yung Ry mo, since 0 yung Py, tapos meron din tayong y component ng force T, which is 392.77. Saan ba nakapoint yung iyong force T? Upwards or downwards? Downwards, di ba? So kapag downwards, that would be negative. So we have negative 392.77 pounds. Our Ry would be negative 392.77. So pwede na natin kunin yung ating resultant. So that would be, tipid sa space, no? This R equals square root of 346.42 squared plus negative 392.77 squared. Square root mo yan. You will get a value of Calculate ko muna. That is 523.71 or approximately 525 pounds. Yung answer lang dito nakalagay is 525 pounds. Pero sa inyong exam, ang isulat nyo na answer is yung exact talaga ha. Then, paano natin kunin yung angle with the horizontal? Sa notes natin, dun sa lecture notes, meron tayong formula dun for the angle with the horizontal kapag components method. Ano yun? That is theta equals tan inverse of ry over rx. So, this is tan inverse of, ilan yung ry natin? We have negative 392.77 over 346.42. Let's input this in our calculator. Yung makuha mong sagot is negative 48.59 degrees. So, what does this negative mean? Yung negative na yan, meaning, yung pag-solve kasi ng ating angle is pag ganito. Yan yung default niya. Na if ito yung x-axis mo, tapos may positive ka na angle, yung rotation na iyong angle is counterclockwise. Diba? Diba? Kapag mag-measure ka ng 90 degrees, diba, pag ganito. Pero kapag negative, meaning, yung rotation na inyong angle is pabaliktad. So, pag ganito, rotation ng inyong angle. So, ito raw is 48.59 degrees. So, may nilagay ako dito na problem for practice nyo. Please solve this as early as possible para ma-review nyo pa again and again. Kasi malapit na yung ating long quiz tsaka exam. Dalawa to ha. So example 3, we have here the forces F1, F2, and F3. Nag-act sila on point A of the bracket and are specified in 3 different ways. Yung F1 patungo dito, yung F2 patungo dito, tapos yung F3 patungo dito. Then, the question is, determine the x and y scalar components of each of the 3 forces. So, hahanapin natin yung kanilang components. Duplicate ko lang para may space tayo for solving. Delete natin to. Answer natin. So, kailangan nating hanapin yung components ng forces. So, unahin natin yung components ni F1. So, yung components ni F1, meron yan siyang F1x tsaka F1y. Kapag i-draw mo yan, that would be ito yung F1x niya. Tapos, ito yung F1y. So, yung F1x niya, since yung nakadikit sa kanya na angle is yung nakadikit na side sa angle na 35, I mean, is yung x. So, siya yung bibigyan natin ng cosine. So, that would be 600 cosine of 35. If you are confused with this method, you can also use SOHCAHTOA. Try nyo with SOHCAHTOA, you should get the same answer. And this is 491.491 newtons. Positive siya kasi yung x component ng F1 is pointing to the right. And then yung y component naman niya, if yung x mo is cosine, yung y component mo would be sine. This would be, you have 344.146 newtons. Positive again siya kasi yung y component ng force 1 is pointing upwards. Next naman, hanapin natin is yung force 2 components. So, yung force 2, meron siyang x component tsaka y component. Yung component ng force 2 na to, meron siyang x na pointing to the left, tapos y na pointing upwards. Paki-review yung previous lessons natin ha, para maka-follow kayo, please. So, yung f2x natin, if meron tayong slope, ano yung pinakauna natin gagawin kapag meron tayong slope? Kailangan natin isolve yung hypotenuse ng inyong slope. So, ito yung slope natin. This is 3 and this is 4. Using Pythagorean theorem, wherein yung c natin is yung hypotenuse, you will get c equals square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. The answer should be 5. So, itong hypotenuse ng ating slope is 5. Patry sa calculator ha. That is 5. So, ito raw is 5. And paano nga hanapin yung x component kapag slope yung given? Ilista nyo yung given na force, multiply nyo sa, ano yung hinahanap natin? X component, diba? So, yung kailangan mo i-consider is yung x component also ng slope mo. So, that is 4 divided by the hypotenuse. So, you will get 400. This is 400 newtons. San ba nakapoint yung ating f2x? Diba to the left? Therefore, dapat negative siya. And then yung f2y naman natin, that would be 500 times 3 over 5. Then saan siya nakapoint? Upward, diba? So kapag upward, that should be positive. This is positive 300 newtons. Same naman yung answer natin, right? And then, lastly, we need to solve for the components of your f3. So, yung f3 mo, again, is my f3x tsaka f3y. Pero, anong wala tayo? Wala tayong angle. Ito, wala siyang angle. Yung f3, meron siya f3x na towards here, pointing to the right, tsaka f3y na pointing downward. Kailangan natin tong angle na to. Pwede rin yung angle na to, but for this example, let's consider this one. This angle. Paano ba natin yan kunin? We can see that we can create a triangle. Pag extend mo yan towards here, ganyan. Diba may triangle ka? Pero, ano yung i-consider natin na dimensions ng triangle na yan? Example, ito yung triangle mo. Ito yung hinahanap natin na angle. Ano yan? Diba yung kabuuan mo na x distance is 0.4. Tapos ito raw is 0.2. So, 0.4 minus 0.2. This is 0.4 meters minus 0.2 meters. This will become 0.2 meters. And then yung vertical naman, that is 0.1 plus 0.3. This is 0.1 meters plus 0.3. This is 0.4. So, meron tayong, ito yung opposite ng ating angle. Tapos, ito yung adjacent. So, pwede tayo from SOHCAHTOA, ano yung pwede natin kunin? Yung TOA. So that would be tan. Tapos itong angle na to yung hinahanap. Opposite mo na 0.2 over adjacent mo na 0.4. Para makuha mo yung theta, ilipat mo sa kabila yung tan. That would become tan inverse of 0.2 over 0.4. Your theta would be 26.57 degrees. So, pwede na nating makuha yung components ni F3. So, this would be 800. So, yung x component niya is andito, di ba? Parang andito siya. If i-translate mo. That is the opposite of the angle. So, pag opposite, ano yung ibibigay mo? That is sine. So, that would be 800 sine of 26.57. You will get 357.83 newtons. And then your F3y, that would be 800 cosine of 26.57. Kasi if sine yung x component mo, yung y component mo, maging cosine. So, this is 715.51. Pero yung y component natin, saan naka-point? Downwards, di ba? Kapag downwards, that should be negative. Kailangan nyo include yung sign, ha? And that is our final answers. Next one, components of a force pa rin. Pero this time, wala tayong given na angle. Wala rin tayong given na slope. So, paano yan? Di ba yung slope natin is that slope from basic mathematics to that is rise over run. Rise meaning ilan yung tinaas niya. So, example, from here, di ba? Ito yung ating x and y coordinates. Tapos ito lang yung ating x and y coordinates. When you say rise, that is your y sub 2 minus your y sub 1 over your x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, this would be your x sub 2, the y sub 2. This is your x sub 1 and y sub 1. So, yung slope mo, di ba parang triangle yung ating slope? Yung rise mo is ito. Tapos yung run mo is ito. So, i-compute natin yung rise. That would be, ilan yung y sub 2 natin? We have 6 minus y sub 1 na negative 2. This is 8. And then yung run natin, ilan yung run natin? X sub 2 na 8 minus x sub 1 na negative 7. This is 15. So, if may ganito na tayo, so, if ito yung slope natin, this is 8 raw, and this is 15, ano yung next natin gagawin? Hahanapin natin yung hypotenuse. So, yung pagkuha sa hypotenuse, that is C equals square root of 8 squared plus 15 squared or 17. Therefore, pwede na nating i-apply yung kagaya sa kaninang example wherein yung fx natin, yung force, yung fx natin is yung force natin na 3,000 pounds, i-multiply mo lang ng ano yung x component ng ating slope? 15, di ba? X component meaning yung horizontal. So, 15 over hypotenuse na 17, you will get 2647. 2647.06 pounds. And that is approximately 2650. And yung Fy mo will be 3,000 times yung y component ng slope mo na 8/17. This is 1411.76 pounds or approximately 1412. Okay, so our next example will be about moment of a force about a point. So, calculate the magnitude of the moment about the base point O, ito lang yung base mo, of the 600 Newton force in 5 different ways. Pero, pwedeng isang way lang naman. Kasi mag-arrive lang tayo in the same answer. So, ano yung pwede natin gawin? Remember, na kapag may force ka na ganyan, since hindi naman siya automatic na nakatapat sa x or automatic na nakatapat sa y, meaning meron siyang x component tsaka y component. So, yung x component niya is pointing to the right. Let's call this fx. Kasi pointing to the right naman yung force mo. Kasi yung y component niya is pointing downwards. Kasi yung force mo is pointing downwards also. So, what we need to do first is to compute for our components. So, our fx, nakadikit siya sa, ilan to? That is 40 degrees. So, siya yung bibigyan natin ng cosine. So, that would be 600 cosine of 40. Inputting in the calculator, we get 459.63 newtons. And then yung Fy natin, that is 600. If cosine yung x mo, yung Fy mo is kabaliktaran na sine. Then we get 385.67 newtons. After that, ano nga ulit yung formula ng ating moment? Based on our previous discussion. Formula ng ating moment is force times perpendicular distance. Meron tayong ilang force? Dalawa. Yung force x tsaka Fy. Kapag i-consider mo kasi yung force lang na 600 newtons, mahirap siyang hanapan ng perpendicular distance. So, kailangan mo siyang i-break down into components para mas madali nating mahanap yung kanyang perpendicular distance. So, if your moment is, let's consider first yung ating fx. Tingnan nyo to ha. Tingnan nyo yung movement ng ating fx. So, yung fx natin, paano ba yung rotation niya? If itutulak mo yung fx, pasaan ba yung rotation niya? Paganito or paganito? Saan tayo nagmo-moment? That is about the base point O. So, dito tayo magbe-base sa point O. Paano ba yung ikot niya about point O? That is clockwise. And ano nga ulit yung sign convention ng ating moment? That is clockwise positive. So, therefore, yung ating fx would be positive 459.63 times ilan yung perpendicular distance niya? That is 4 meters. So, ito is in Newton, then ito is in meter. And then, ano pa yung kulang? Wala pa tayong Fy. So, paano ba yung ikot ng ating Fy? Pa ganito, di ba? Kapag umikot yan is pa ganito, towards point O. So, that would be clockwise, and that is clockwise positive. So, plus 4.9.63 times 4, plus yung Fy natin na 385.67 times perpendicular distance na galing kay point O patungo kay FY. Yung perpendicular distance niya is 2 meters. So, this is 2 meters. So, inputting that in the calculator, 385.67 times 2, we will get moment is equal to 2609.86 Newton meter. And since yung sign natin dito is positive, meaning yung ikot ng moment mo is clockwise. So, pag ganito yung ikot ng moment about point O. And that is our final answer. Okay, so this is our last example. This is moment of a force about a point pa rin. Two forces P and Q pass through point A. So, dito raw sa point A, may force P and Q ka. Dalawang forces yan ha. Tapos, which is 4 meters to the right, nasa given natin, and 3 meters above a moment center O. So, force P is 890 newtons directed up to the right at 30 degrees. So, yung force P raw natin is 890 newtons directed up to the right. So, kapag up to the right, di ba, pag ganito. So, ito raw yung ating force P. And ilan yung angle niya? 30 degrees raw with the horizontal. And then, yung force Q daw is 445 newtons directed up to the left. So, to the left naman daw. Up to the left. So, this is your force Q. Ilan yung angle niya? That is 60 degrees. The question is, determine the moment of the resultant of these two forces with respect to O. So, dito ro tayo magmo-moment sa O. So, let's write it on a separate slide. So, meron lang tayong force P. Ito yung P, di ba? Ilan to ulit? That is 890 newtons. 890 newtons. Tapos, meron lang tayong force Q. That is 445 newtons. 445 newtons. And then, yung angle ng P with the horizontal is 30 degrees. Tapos, yung Q raw is 60 degrees. Yung kailangan nating hanapin is moment about O. So, yung hanapin natin is moment about O. Ulit, yung first nating gagawin is hanapin yung, kapag may ganito na problems, kailangan mong hanapin yung components ng iyong force. So, meron kang components ng P tsaka Q. Unahin natin yung components of P. So, our PX, let's draw it ha. Yung PX natin, since pointing to the right yung ating force, that would also be pointing to the right. And then yung PY, since yung force natin is pointing upwards, our PY will be pointing upwards also. So, our PX is ano yung force na nakadikit sa angle? Diba yung PX natin? So, therefore, siya yung bibigyan mo ng cosine. So, this would be 890 cosine of 30. Inputting in the calculator, we will get 770. 770.76 newtons. Positive siya kasi pointing to the right. Yung PY, positive din kasi pointing upwards. So, if cosine yung x mo, your PY would be sine. So, input nyo sa calculator, that would be 445 newtons. Ano pa yung hanapin natin? Yung components ng Q. So, meron tayong QX tsaka QY. Same procedure. Ano yung nakadikit sa QX? Di ba yung FX? Draw ko ulit ha. Ibang color naman. Yung FX natin, yung QX, would be pointing to the left kasi yung Q mo is also pointing to the left. And then yung Y component mo na QY will be pointing upwards kasi yung Q mo is also pointing upwards. So what does this mean? This means na yung ating QX, since it is pointing to the left, that will become negative. So this is negative 445. Since siya yung nakadikit sa angle, siya yung bigyan mo ng cosine. Cosine 60. 445 cosine 60, that is negative 222.5 newtons. And then yung y mo, if yung x mo is cosine, yung y mo is sine. So this is 445 sine of 60. That is 385. 385.38 newtons. And notice, di ba, na ang apat na forces na to, yung dalawang forces natin, break down natin into 4 forces. Tapos yung apat na forces na to, meron siyang perpendicular distance about from point O. Yan yung ating given na 4 meters tsaka 3 meters. So kapag ganito na marami kang forces na imo-moment about a certain point, what I recommend is gagawa ka ng table. So yung table mo, isulat mo sa first, that is our forces. So meron tayong ano yung forces natin? Meron tayong PX na positive 770.76, then PY na 445, then QX na negative 222.5, and then QY na 385.38. So these are in newtons kasi yung given mo na force is in newtons. Then gawa ka ng another column for the perpendicular distance. This is your perpendicular distance. Ano yung other term for perpendicular distance? You also call that your moment arm. Diniscuss ko to ha sa previous lesson. So yung PX natin, 'di ba ito yung ating PX? Ito, yung red na pointing to the right. Ano yung perpendicular distance niya from point O? Yung perpendicular distance niya is 3 meters. Yung PY natin, yung red na pointing upwards. Ano yung perpendicular distance niya from O? That is 4 meters. And then yung QX mo, yung blue na force na pointing to the left, yung perpendicular distance niya is also 3 meters, and yung QY is also 4 meters. So, ano yung formula ng ating, Yan. Ano yung formula ng ating moment? Yung formula ng ating moment is force times distance. Kapag marami ka na masyadong forces, yung mangyayari is kailangan mong i-add lahat ng force times distance. So, yung moment mo would be, meron tayong force, i-multiply mo lang yan lahat, that is 770.76 times 3 plus 445 times 4 minus 222.5 kasi negative yung sign, times 3 plus, ano pa? 385, wait. 385.38 times 4. Try ko muna input sa calculator. Mali pala. Meron pa pala tayong dapat isang, ulitin ko ha. Dapat meron pa tayong isang column. So, meron kang perpendicular distance or moment arm. Yung perpendicular distance mo. Tapos, gagawa ka pa ng column na rotation about O. Tapos, yung forces mo dito, isulat mo na lang lahat na naka-positive. Forces mo. And then, gagawa ka pa ulit ng another column na rotation about O. Yung paano yung pag-ikot natin. Ano yung sign convention ng ikot natin? That is clockwise, positive. So, yung PX natin, di ba ito yung PX natin, yung red na pointing to the right. So, kapag tinulak mo yung red na pointing to the right, paano yung ikot niya about O? Di ba? Ganito. So, that is clockwise. So, this is positive. And then, yung PY natin, yung red na pointing upwards, kapag tinulak mo yan, papuntang point O, paano yung ikot niya? Diba? Ganun. So, that is negative. And then, how about yung QX natin? Kapag tinulak mo yan, papuntang point O, diba yung ikot niya is ganun. So, since that is counterclockwise, that is negative. And then, yung QY mo naman, yung blue na pointing upwards, kapag tinulak mo ulit papuntang point O, so itutulak mo siya papuntang point O kasi doon ka mag-moment. So, kapag tinulak mo papuntang point O, ganito rin yung ikot niya. Magiging paganyan, di ba? Paganyan siya. So, that is counterclockwise, that is negative. Tapos, saka na tayo pwedeng mag-moment equals summation of force times perpendicular distance. So, yung moment natin would be 770.76 times 3 meters. Positive siya, di ba? And then, ano yung rotation ng ating PY? Negative. So, dyan mo isusulat yung negative 445 times 4. And then, yung QX natin is also negative. So, that would be negative 222.5 times 3. And negative din yung ating QY. So, that would be negative 385.38 times 4. So, let's see if we got the correct answer. 445 times 4. So, we have negative 1676.74. Ano yung unit? Yung unit natin, ano yung given na force? That is Newton. Tapos ano yung given na distance? That is in meters. So, yung unit natin is in Newton meter. So, yung negative na ibig sabihin nito is that yung ikot mo, yung moment mo is counterclockwise. Kay ang ato ang ano, di ba? Ang ato ang sign convention is clockwise positive. So, if you rewrite it, you can rewrite it as 1676.74 Newton meter na counterclockwise. So that is our additional examples, and thank you for listening.